Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to discuss agency in Minnesota real estate. Whether you're buying or selling a property in Minnesota, understanding the concept of agency is essential to making informed decisions and protecting your interests. Hey, I'm Julie Sabby with Vikings Homes Broker by
eXp Realty.
In this video, we're going to explore what agency means, the different types of agency relationships that exist, and some important legal and ethical considerations to keep in mind. So let's get started. When you work with a real estate professional in Minnesota, you're entering into an agency relationship. Your realtor is legally required to explain agency to you at first substantive contact, which just means before you provide them any confidential information. Agency refers to the legal and ethical relationship between a real estate agent and their client. The agent is obligated to act in the best interests of their client and provide them with certain fiduciary responsibilities, such as loyalty, confidentiality, disclosure, accounting, and obedience. There are three main types of agency relationships that exist in Minnesota real estate: seller's agency, buyer's agency, and dual agency. Seller's agency is the most common type of agency relationship in Minnesota. In this relationship, the agent works exclusively for the seller and is obligated to act in their best interests. The agent will market the properties, solicit offers, and negotiate on their behalf. The agent will owe the seller fiduciary duties and must keep any information about the seller confidential. The buyer's agency is another type of agency relationship that exists in Minnesota. In this relationship, the agent works exclusively for the buyer and is obligated to act in their best interests. The agent will assist the buyer in finding suitable properties, provide them with information about the properties, and negotiate on their behalf. The agent will owe the buyer fiduciary duties and must keep any information about the buyer confidential. Dual agency is a less common type of agency relationship in Minnesota. In this relationship, the agent represents both the buyer and the seller in the same transaction. Or the agent is for the same brokerage that's representing both. This means the agent owes fiduciary duties to both parties, but those duties are limited. The agent cannot disclose confidential information about either party to the other and cannot provide advice or advocate strongly for one versus the other. Dual agency is legal in Minnesota, but it does require written permission for both the buyer and seller. It's also important to note that agency relationships can be created in different ways. In some ways, they may be established through a written contract, such as a listing agreement or a buyer's agreement. In other cases, they may be established through verbal or implied agreements, such as when a buyer works for an agent that they meet at an open house. So that's all I have for today's video on understanding agency relationships in Minnesota real estate. We hope you now have a better understanding of what agency means, the different types of agency relationships that exist, and some important legal and ethical considerations to keep in mind. Whether you're a buyer or a seller, it's important to work with a trusted and knowledgeable real estate professional who can guide you through the agency relationship and help you achieve your goals. If you found this video helpful, please like and share my video, and don't forget to follow me for more Minnesota real estate tips. As always, don't sit on the sidelines. Let's work on your playbook. Thanks for watching.